What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. Here's some news. I don't know. I was trying something different because we don't have the topic thing going right now. So, news. So, starting off with, I think, the big news that everyone was talking about. And we mentioned, I don't know, we didn't mention it because it came out this week. No, Trump's video game thing. We did mention this week. So, they had their little meeting. And a bunch of people were invited, and, they have a list here, and I screwed everything up when I added it to the pocket list. So they added, it was a bunch of people, important kind of people. It was the CEO of ZeniMax, which is the guys who do Bethesda, so they have Fallout and Elder Scrolls, Robert Altman, Take-Two Interactive's guy, Swaus Zelnick, and Michael Gallagher of the Entertainment Software Association. Those are the guys who are in charge of kind of running the interference between the government and shit like that. We mentioned them last week. Trump's brother, who serves on the board of directors at ZeniMax, was supposed to go, as well as the Parent Television Council went.
So 1 second. What is ZeniMax?
ZeniMax is it's the head company of Bethesda.
Okay. Which has a board member, which is
Trump's
brother.
Yeah. It's like he's not directly involved with the Trump.
He works.
He's kind of like don't talk to me. I'm doing stuff here. There was a tweet the other day that someone did of the full list of stuff that my phone refused to save. So it actually took me I never remember on this phone how to take a screenshot.
Mine got changed and it's really irritating.
Mine's the power button and the down volume button, but I'll always still hit the home key that doesn't exist. Yeah. So my phone's like, "What are you doing, dumbass?" And then the OK Google thing shows up, and I'm
so
just
this is what happens now. So I'll take a home screen.
Yeah.
We're gonna sidetrack. Now it pops up down here.
Oh, I don't like
I have to access it. I have to hit done, and then I have to hit save.
That is 18 extra unnecessary steps.
Irritating as fuck.
Yeah, I don't
My number of screen grabs have dropped dramatically.
Yeah.
I just look at it and maybe I'll remember this.
I wonder if that was a way for them to they're like, you know what? We're tired of you having 85 bajillion screenshots. You don't need them.
I think it's September with the last for the new release and the
okay.
Update. I think that's when that kicked in.
Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. So they had Mark Rubio, Vicky Hetzler, and Martha Robbie. Those are all members of Congress went. As well as Brent Bozell from Media Research Center. And then a bunch of people who were just on different boards of the psychological cost of learning to kill in war in society and the assassination generation, video game aggression, and the psychology of killing from some retired colonel guy. And these were his books. Except I'm not really sure what data he's getting because almost every study has shown that there's no link between this. But this is them just dodging gun control. So at the beginning of the meeting, which apparently Trump was super respectful at. He was asking questions, listening and blah, blah, blah. It's like that one meeting he did a while ago with, it was about guns. I forget what they called it, but yeah. At the beginning of it, though, they showed a montage of violent games. I'm going to play it now to show him. I'm going to try to put it in the video, but if it gets flagged, I'm going to recut the video and take it down. So this is the montage of it. It's an 88-second clip. You see it, yeah, it's violent. That guy did. So you see various games, they're violent, yeah. And their theory is that because these are so violent, kids are hey, we should go shoot up schools.
I don't understand though, how is it any different when it comes to violent movies.
Yeah, well, these are just an easier target right now. Give it a week, they'll go after movies.
Because the idea is like, okay, a 6-year-old or... But you know what? I will say this. The shootings aren't happening from 6-year-olds or 8-year-olds.
No.
But an 8-year-old shouldn't play this game. It's not rated for them.
No, it isn't.
It's like an 8-year-old shouldn't watch a rated R movie.
Exactly.
So it's just weird, like, what they're trying to...
Accomplish. Yeah.
Because, like, you're going after this violent video game, which is rated M or whatever for mature.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to be 18 to... Right? 18.
Yeah.
So you gotta be 18, same with like a rated R movie, you gotta be 18 or whatever to see it. And what are they trying to accomplish? That like, is it because he's been playing a rated M game since he was 7?
Basically, yeah.
But then like, I've been watching rated R movies my entire life.
Yeah.
So
that was the whole clip that they showed at the beginning of it. And like, yeah, if you just show a bunch of random clips for a games, of course they look violent and thing. A lot of those are taken out of context. So
well,
like,
I mean, context aside though, like the context doesn't allow for the violence. It just understands the story behind it.
But I think violence in terms of you need that give and take. If not, that's just a bunch of violent shit. Like all those games for the most part.
Like I said, I could do the same thing with films and cut you a bunch of violent scenes from films. There's still violent scenes.
There is, but I think within context of the scene, it allows for it.
Yeah, but they're not questioning is it allowed. They're just questioning is it violent.
Yeah.
So it's violent.
But I think showing a bunch of random people violence,
like violent movie or violent clips of like, let's say Watchmen, or something along those lines. Just watch all the violent clips. The question is this violent? Yeah. The answer is yes, it is violent.
Of course it is.
Does it make sense to the story? Yes. Do those make sense to the story? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it violent?
Yes. But in terms of who they were showing it to and how they showed it, I think context in this type of meeting is very important. Because now you're just like, they're like, oh my God, they gunned down a whole bunch of shit. Like, what's going on there? Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna have to check that later.
Yeah, I saw that.
But like,
I was trying to do.
Yeah, like, what's good? Yeah, but like, so I don't understand. Like, that needs context. Like, one of those is the no Russian mission from Call of Duty, and that's like a big thing with people because you just mow down a shit ton of innocent people in an airport.
Yeah.
But the context of the scene is you're infiltrating a terrorist organization. You're being a terrorist.
I would have dropped that word in there either. That's one of his favorite Trump words. Right?
But Americans love killing terrorists. It's like their favorite hobby. So like, I think that's important. And there's at the beginning of the scene, it says, "This is blah blah blah. You don't have to play this." Granted, it's not in every game, but like, and then in that one clip you saw of Fallout of that guy just randomly attacking someone. If you do that in the city, the entire city will turn hostile towards you, and you can no longer go there. There is certain consequences for that. The other game was Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
you can kill anyone in that game. I don't care about that. It's Nazis.
The question that they're asking though should it be allowed?
Yes.
That's not the question they're asking though.
I don't know I don't think they know what they're asking.
The question isn't should it be allowed or like does it make sense to have violence in games?
You know the question they should be asking? How the fuck do we have gun control?
Yeah,
none of this matters.
Yeah,
this is just a fucking mirage. Like, it's smoke and mirrors. Like, your problem is guns and idiots who shouldn't have them. It has nothing to do with how many people I can mow down with a gun in a game. A gun in a game does not teach you how to shoot in real life. Ever. Even if people are like, well, there's VR now, you can do that. You ever played fucking VR? You use a shitty fucking knob on a stick, or like a shitty, like, what's the Vive one? It's like a rod with like a circle at the end of it. And you pull a trigger that's off to the side that doesn't even look like a trigger. But yeah, now I know how to fucking load a clip and shoot. And then like, the way the gun works in most shooting games is you just kind of like touch your hands together and it automatically just works. But, no, yeah, this shit pisses me off. And the second I saw that the Parent Television Council was in it, I'm like, why are we inviting these guys? They think everything's immoral. You could sneeze the wrong way and they're like, immoral. But so basically, like, they met. It was an open dialogue. They showed the clip. Nothing happened. It was the first in a series of meetings that will probably never happen again because they did this in 2012. They did the exact same thing. They had a meeting and nothing happened. So it's just, like I said, it's smoke and mirrors to your actual problem. But let's move on to fun topics. So Nintendo did their Direct yesterday. It's one of their like half-hour Directs, not the little mini ones. And they announced a whole bunch of shit. They announced the release date for Mario Aces, the new Mario Tennis game. It's coming out on June 22nd. As well as they did like a kind of like a demo showing how all the new moves work and how it looks basically and how it plays and how you do different trick shots. It was a cool little like 5-minute video, but I think had they just put out the date and went, it's Mario Tennis, everyone would have been like, cool. And apparently before it launches, there's going to be like a pre-online tournament that you can sign up for, so you can like test out the game before you do it. And ARMS is doing the same thing. On March 31st, there's going to be like a demo, so you can try out ARMS if you've never played it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Getting people into these other tentpole Nintendo franchises that aren't your Zelda and Marios that have sold ridiculously well. On that note, they're also remaking Luigi's Mansion. But for some reason, they're putting it on the 3DS. Why wouldn't you port that shit to the Switch?
I don't know.
I would like to play Luigi's Mansion again. I played that on the GameCube. It was fun. What else did they do? I think there was some little news. I had a story that, you know how like when they first do it, they're like, this was released, here you go. And then there's that one story, it's like, here's everything that was released. I put it on here, but now I can't find it. So Toad's Treasure Tracker, another Wii U port, is coming to the Switch and 3DS. So that was cool. There it is. I think at this point, almost everything that has been on the Wii U has now been ported to the Switch. So like you have no reason to ever touch a Wii U again, other than maybe the drop kick it out your back door for buying it in the first place. That's not important. It's not even close to important. South Park, The Fractured But Whole, is coming to the Switch on April 24th.
Did you finish that game?
I did. It was fun. The new DLC just came out. It's like a spoof of what's that? Oh, that movie with Antonio Banderas, and they had to have the vampires in the bordello. I can't think of the fucking movie. It's gonna drive me nuts, but it's a spoof of that, and that came up this week. But yeah, this is cool. Like 2 weeks ago, they were like, Ubisoft was like, we have no plans at this time to bring this to the Switch. And yeah, and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm like, I don't see why it couldn't run on the Switch. It's not like it's a fucking technical Marvel achievement. It's South Park. But good for them. Like, it's an M-rated game on the Switch. Granted, there's other M-rated games, but this is South Park. Like, it is... Nintendo's over here. South Park is way the fuck in the other direction. So, that's kind of cool. Put it on there for like $10. I'll buy it again. It's one of those things you buy it again and then you just you do completely opposite of what you did in the other game. Then Splatoon 2 amounts to a whole bunch of other shit. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't play Splatoon, and I know anyone who actually listens to this probably isn't going to know either. Also, one of the bigger news stories is not even in this article. Crash, the Insane Trilogy, is coming to the Switch. For the first time ever, those 3 games are going to be on a non-PlayStation system. As it's also going to the Xbox, too. They announced that later, but because it was the Nintendo Direct, they were like, hey. So, yeah, the exclusivity deal, which everyone thought there was going to be anyways for this game, is now over. So these games are being on other consoles. But that's cool. Crash handheld on the go on the Switch, that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see how that played, because on the fucking Sony, it's hard as hell. I'm assuming the Xbox is the same way. And then the biggest thing that come out of this, and I literally jumped off the couch in excitement, Smash is now coming to the Switch in 2018. That's the date.
I don't think I've ever played Smash Brothers.
Missing out, man. It's so good. I love Smash. It's toned down Mortal Kombat with Nintendo characters. It's fucking awesome. I just like back in the day, the commercial where they all would like, they had the characters in the, did you ever see this commercial? It was them in like the mascot costumes.
Okay.
And then they were just happy singing along. And then all of a sudden, they just started fighting. It's actually really cool. See if I can find it. Sometimes my keyboard just decides not to do stuff.
Not to spell the letters because like that was not a word.
No, it's a new keyboard, so we'll just go over here. I just want you to see this because it's actually really cool. I'm stalling for time because I don't like dead air. So it's just a little one, but it's actually pretty cool. And I will not put this in the video because this will get flagged by Nintendo in a heartbeat.
Also, just drips.
Yeah.
Start fighting.
And then the song playing is like So Happy Together.
Mm. I've seen like
gameplay footage.
Of it, but I've never played it.
It's so good.
The first time was 64.
Yeah,
that's when it first launched.
Yeah, they did it on the 60. Get in or get out.
Get in or get out.
So they did it on the 64. Fucking Nintendo, man, you gotta love it. They did it on the 64, the GameCube, the Wii, and then the Wii U, and now they're bringing it along to the Swatch. I'm excited. I like it. The way they did the teaser was pretty cool because you thought they did a whole bunch of shit with Splatoon. And it was like an 8-minute clip of them announcing the next DLC. And you're like, this is boring. I don't care about this. And everyone else who was watching was like, I don't care. And then the little inkling kids there started fighting. And then the one pauses, looks up. The screen goes black. And then through her eye, you see the Smash logo in fire. And then it zooms in and shows all the little characters in the corner down here. Oh, yeah. And now the collective internet is trying to guess who all these people are. Because when they port these things, they add new characters to it. And I'm just like, who cares? We're getting this game when it comes out. I'm not going to spend 5 hours of my day trying to figure out who these little fuckers are in like a little silhouette. It's like everyone did when they announced the DLC pack for Mortal Kombat. And everyone was trying to guess who they were. And we got one right, Raiden, because of his hat.
That doesn't even count.
No. And then Days Gone was delayed till 2019, surprising absolutely no one. Because anytime we've ever seen this game, it kind of it looks like the same thing over and over again. So I'll play it when it comes out. It looks interesting. If it's good, if it sucks, it's zombies in a motorcycle club. So they officially announced Call of Duty Black Ops 4 coming out this year. Because Call of Duty comes out every year.
October 12th.
Yep, Friday. It will be. They'll show more of it on May 17th. So, nothing big on that yet. Just announcing it. It's Treyarch. They do Black Ops. So good for them. And then kind of a story that was like out of left field and just kind of leaked, but no one really confirmed or denied it.
GTA 6 in Vice City and South America features first female lead character, releases in 2022. Rumor.
Cool.
Okay.
So it's going to be set in their version of Florida, which is Miami or Vice City. Yeah. Players will be able to fly to South America for special missions.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, first female lead in the character thing, so that'll be cool.
I hope we get multiple characters.
Yeah, I was just gonna. I hope so.
As opposed to 4 and all the other ones.
Well, 4 was just a downer because Nico's cousin would shut the fuck up.
But what 5 did was bringing in the 3 characters.
Yeah.
It made the game longer. You weren't annoyed by playing one character all the time.
Yeah.
So I hope that with 6 they keep that model. Fine, you can make one of them a female.
Nico, cousin. Yeah.
I like the idea of jumping between characters who intervene somehow and intertwine, right?
Yeah, I really like that. And playing the characters' different perspective from each thing was really cool. That release date seems really far.
But there was a huge gap between 4 and 5.
There was, and because
they can bank on 5, they're in no.
And they got Red Dead coming out too, which supposedly is going to have the same online infrastructure that thing has.
Like, to do it,
that game has made fucking gangbusters. It's ridiculous. I don't blame them for taking this long, but as a person who just wants the core,
4 years. But I'd say 2 to 4 years minimum, between 20 and 22.
Yeah,
it should be out.
I am all okay with this. I would love for this to be a thing. Mm-hmm. Please make it a thing. It says here Tommy Vercetti comes back. That'd be cool. I would like him as a nod to be like an older Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah, like age him up out of the last 4 games.
Yeah,
right?
that would be kind of cool. You don't even have to reference the other game. Just like have him, just have this old man in his decrepit mansion talking about the good times. That'd be cool. I would love to see that mansion, the Scarface mansion, basically rendered in HD.
Oh, for sure.
Fucking PS5 probably at this point.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Vice City.
I love Vice City, and my only gripe with Vice City was the fact that you could not fucking swim.
Yeah.
Like, I get it
but
for
Vice City,
thing.
like we have them downstairs, right?
Yeah,
but they're hard to fucking play.
They are. Like I quit 3.
I
can't play 3. It's almost unplayable.
I'm doing. What am I doing?
Vice. You're playing Vice City.
No, the other one.
Oh, San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Yeah, I was doing Vice City. You went straight
Vice City. We both quit 3. You were doing Vice City. I jumped to San Andreas. San Andreas isn't bad. It still has its moments of fuck. Like the aiming is weird. Like the configuration for like how the guns would rotate. That stuff is like it's odd to play now.
Yeah, you can. Oh fuck! You can't do it. 3 like what we get like
3 was horrible. 3 was fucking
5 missions in, and I'm like I can't fucking do this.
3 was bad.
You can't. Nobody aims, and you just miss constantly.
It was worse than GoldenEye. When we were playing GoldenEye. GoldenEye took me a couple guys, but I was like, okay, I can figure this out. Now the control. I think it's playing on the old controller. Like, if you played on a PS2 controller these games, I think like it would feel and work different.
Just tactile, like muscle memory. Like playing GoldenEye, muscle memory. As soon as I started getting it,
a couple times to like figure it out, but once that went away, it was like awesome to play. Yeah, that happened to me when I was at my sister's a few months ago, and she has the 64 hooked up, and just Smash was like muscle memory, just like going back to it. Telltale released the release date for that's a weird sentence, the final episode of Telltale's Batman: The Enemy Within. It will be released on the end of the article here, March 27th. So a few weeks away. Same stitch.
Which is great. To feature 2 totally different endings. And then you were telling me the other day about how much dialogue is in the thing.
The overall script for the episode is actually larger than Christopher Nolan's entire.
Oh, it's right here in the article.
With over 4,500 lines of dialogue divided amongst 38 characters.
I've not played any of this game yet because I was accidentally. I'm waiting for the final thing, and then I'm gonna play the entire way through. And then we were talking about it yesterday. For you guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot a let's play, and we're going to make Batman the biggest douchebag possible, and go from there. So every horrible choice that you can make, we're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to make sure that is all the game news, and then we're going to move on to something. Okay, yeah, that is all the game news. Let's talk about TV real quick. Luke Cage's release date is June 22nd, so if you're not too busy playing your Switch, you can put it down and watch Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage first season. I'll probably check out the second season. The second season of Jessica Jones is actually out right now, so I might watch that this weekend. But I watched the trailer. It kind of sucked. It was just me like yelling into the camera. I had that story too. Oh, yeah. It wasn't a good trailer, but the TV trailers kind of suck for Marvel. But yeah, that's it for that. You can check that out when it happens. This was weird. It's not really a TV, but I just want to read it. David Chase looking to revive the Sopranos with a prequel movie. I've never watched that, but people just double dipping back into their franchises seems to be the common theme right now. So thought I'd report on that. And then I forgot to put this in the thing last week, but Jessica Alba was cast in the Bad Boys, Bad Girls TV show.
Bad Boys, Bad Girls TV. What are you talking about?
The Bad Boys TV show.
They're doing a Bad Boys TV show?
Yeah, with Gabrielle Union's character. I'm pretty sure we talked about this. Yeah, you know her character from the second. They're making a TV show out of it.
Okay.
And she's in it, obviously, and then they cast Jessica Alba in it. So it'll be the first time for her on TV since Dark Angel on Fox.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, now I might have to watch it. I'm not going to. I don't give a fuck. No, it's gonna tank hard. Yeah, I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea. Just make the third fucking movie. How hard is that? Will Smith's not doing anything. And Netflix has a deal with Rob Liefeld for his Extreme universe, which is basically every character in the 90s that Rob Liefeld created that wasn't Deadpool. So, like, those fucking big-ass muscly roid guys you saw, like...
Yeah.
This show isn't going to... Yeah, this is Netflix. Just like, hey, maybe we can make this shit work.
Animated?
Or
like a C... Because you can't make characters look the way that
it said film adaptation. The plan is to create feature movies with connective tissue, all based on the 6 Extreme Universe comic books. The characters include Bloodwolf, Kaboom, Bloodstrike, Brigade, Lethal... Nope, just Lethal. Rejects.
Nitro.
Ugh. The way Rejects is spelled is just ugh. And Cybridge. And they're all written in the same style as Deadpool, which just was like Rob Liefeld should have quit while he was ahead, basically, in the 90s. He created all those like bloodlines and fucking books, and I'm just like, I added this story because it was Netflix spending more money, but like I could give two fucks about any of this. Mm-hmm. The only thing Rob Liefeld did that was good was Deadpool, and he just ripped off another character. So good for him. Oh, I did miss a game thing. Jurassic World Live is it's an augmented reality game coming to iOS and Android sometime in the future.
Yeah, so it'd be like Pokemon.
Yeah, you would go out and try to capture dinosaurs and shit like that, and I'm like...
It's not going to pop the same way Pokemon did.
None of these games are.
No, that was a one and done.
Yeah, and then Harry Potter is doing an iOS game, but it's like a full game. It's not like an augmented reality one, or they all are working on it. I don't understand why they just wouldn't make a console one. Mm-hmm. Like, I saw the trailer, and it's a full-fledged game where you walk around and you talk. I'm like... Just make a fucking game. Throw some extra money at it and do it. Mm-hmm. People love the the old school ones that were on like the PS2s, maybe. Yeah, I think so. They did a few. I don't know how many they did, but I thought that was cool.
This is TV too.
Okay, go.
No,
Favreau. Yeah. We can talk about now. I think that's all I had. So Favreau was announced to be an executive producer and write a live-action Star Wars TV series. That's cool.
This part, okay. He has a quote in here, Favreau.
Yep.
Favreau is thrilled to be returning to the Star Wars galaxy.
Yes.
When was he in the Star Wars galaxy?
Favreau is no stranger to the Star Wars galaxy, having played roles in both the the Clone Wars animated series and the upcoming Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh, okay. See, that wasn't in this article. So it says, Favreau is thrilled to be returning to the Star Wars galaxy. Quote, if you told me at 11 years old that I would one day be getting to tell stories in the Star Wars universe, I wouldn't have believed you. I can't believe I get to embark on this exciting journey.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when was he in the Star Wars galaxy?
See, I got this article from StarWars.com. So it's
And then
yeah.
use it.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in any of that,
Yeah.
but that's cool.
It's gonna go to the it says where is it going? It's going to the network thing.
Yeah, which I'm okay with.
Disney's still untitled direct to consumer platform.
Yeah, and like Favreau makes good shit.
Yeah, that's
like
pretty cool.
yeah, he's responsible for Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Jungle Book, executive producer on both those movies, the Avengers movies, and he's currently a producer. Is he the producer on Lion King or the director? He's doing something in Lion King. So good for him. And then 2 quick DC stories. Suicide Squad sequel is reportedly beginning shooting this year in autumn.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman starts in May.
Yeah, so a little bit of tidbits on that. Hopefully.
And they confirmed Kristen Wiig
Oh, did they? I didn't even see that.
came out today.
Oh, okay.
Patty Jenkins put out a tweet saying "Welcome to the thing."
Okay, well, good for that.
Well,
So
confirmed.
we got DC's universe chugging along. I meant to ask you this before moving on. Did you watch the Honest trailer for, I think it was Thor Ragnarok?
No.
Man,
Movie, yeah.
they took a great shot at the DCEU. There's just this shot where it's the starring things, and it's the trash planet, and it says starring, and it says the current state of DCEU films, and it's just a pile of garbage. And I'm like, that's awesome. And then we got another picture of the
That's what I wanted to talk about.
of the Shazam outfit.
So I wanted to show you this 1 second before you watch.
I'm just going to the actual article so I can get the full image here. There we go. He got a new laptop. He's working out the kinks. Yeah. That's the other shot?
Yeah, I wanted to start with this one.
Okay. Yes. Reasons are
So
good.
this was the first one. That came out the other day.
Yeah.
Then I seen these ones. I don't know if you've seen these ones. Right?
No, I didn't see those ones.
And then so when you start looking at it, you're like, okay, there's some detail on the suit.
Yeah.
Then you get this one, which is what kind of one of the ones you're looking
Yeah,
at.
yep,
there.
yep.
And then you get this one, where you're like, you really fucking see
Oh wow!
detail.
Okay, that looks much better.
on the suit.
Yeah.
Which would be
Okay.
that bottom one right
Yeah.
there in the cluster. But when you get it by itself, you can see that like
Yeah. Oh, you can see it in this. Yeah. I can't do touchscreen on mine, but I hope he doesn't have those earmuffs in the costume.
yeah, they look a little cool. But yeah, like when you get to it here, I'm like, I am liking this suit. Now that it's textured.
Yeah, I didn't.
And
So
I'm liking that it looks like it lights up.
yeah, in these
Yeah.
pictures, it looks like crap.
Yeah.
But then when you go to that full image, it looks so much better. Like here's the full shots of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually, man, he fucking got big.
Yeah. But I like that like the
Yeah.
yellow lights up in the gauntlets, and it looks like it lights up. In
Why is he
the-
fighting Gru from the Incredible or thing?
Oh, from Despicable.
Yeah. Oh, I know that actor.
Yeah. It's
He's- That guy who's in kind of everything.
yeah.
Yeah. God, how many times have we said that about an actor? They're just kind of everything. Yeah, I'm digging that. Good for that.
Yep. Suit looks awesome.
It does. Good job. I mean, they kind of nail the suits. Other than Darkness originally, they good for them. And then Black Panther projected to cross $1 billion at the global box office this
I
weekend.
was way off by that one. I thought it was going to stop at 7. Remember?
Yeah, no, it's at 928 domestically.
Yeah.
Like, it is now Marvel's biggest movie. It's set to open in China this weekend and expected big numbers. It's now ahead of Spider-Man: Homecoming, which took 888 million. Doctor Strange took 677, and yeah, and then Wonder Woman took. I thought it had it somewhere. A lot. I
Wonder
thought.
Woman was in the 7 or
Yeah, I thought I had it in this article, but good for Black Panther. Oh, 821 for Wonder Woman. So good for it. I read that and I was like, that's good. It's another one of their like not core people making a shit ton of money, and people love this movie. So, and then in the article, now apparently, Avengers: Infinity War is expected to make $2 billion. And I'm like, I see it. The first one made $1 billion. The second one made $1 billion. You combine every character you ever had in a movie, shit ton of money.
Yeah.
They could buy another company if they so choose. I love that they can just buy companies with the money they make off of one movie. And then Rampage, its release date was moved up.
Yeah,
not because of Infinity War moving, according to people. I hope people I feel bad for anyone who actually listens to the thing and doesn't get my subtle eye movement of bullshit towards certain things. So originally set for the 20th, it's now coming out on the 13th. So yeah, give it more breathing room between Infinity War.
I think it has 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Instead of a week.
And then Ready Player One is coming out on March 29th. And then I have articles on that in a second. But then Tomb Raider comes out on March 16th. And then Pacific Rim Uprising comes out on the 23rd. So Tomb Raider seems to be tracking okay. The reboots did fine for the game, so we'll see how much that does. Player One is kind of a wild card.
It's tracking to be low.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think I figured out why, but I'll get to that once we get to it. And then Pacific Rim Uprising, I don't know about that movie. It's got Boyega, which might help it because people are like, the Star Wars kid, we like him. But at the same time, the first movie didn't do that well, and it doesn't have the same cast.
Yeah.
So, and I don't remember how that movie ended because I either fell asleep or took a phone call and never watched it again.
And it wasn't worth going back to.
But I might do it because I like that type of movie, but we'll see if I do it.
But you haven't gone back in 3 years, so why would you go back to watch it?
I don't know.
You never finished it. Why would you? 3 years later, I'm going to finish that movie I started.
Shit to do. As I watch Last Man Standing again. Okay, so Ready Player One put out a bunch of one-shot posters kind of thing. And boy, are they leaning into that nostalgia hard. So you got your Back to the Future.
Yep.
Beetlejuice. Blade Runner. The Breakfast Club, which is just like, go fuck yourself. Bullet. Old ass school movie. Was that Journey? Oh, The Goonies. The Iron Giant, which like he's in the movie, so okay. Labyrinth. The Lost Boys. Like, I get what they're doing, but it was a bit much.
Yeah.
The Matrix, Rambo. Christ, I didn't know they did all of these. I've seen like 6 of these originally. Risky Business. And that's it. So, my theory is, I read the book. I like the book. I read the book because I saw, and Batman shows up in the new TV spot. I read the book because I saw the first trailer, and I'm like, this is cool. It seems like up my alley. Yeah. The book, I enjoyed it, but this I think is leaning way, way, way too much in nostalgia for people. Like you did not need 16 of these posters,
and like any of those posters.
The first trailer was good. Second trailer was all right. You're done. Stop. You're shoving people away because now it just looks like you crammed a whole bunch of shit in your movie to be like, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And it takes away to the point of what the story is and about.
Yeah.
People have no idea what the fuck this movie's about.
I couldn't tell you one thing about this movie.
Exactly.
Product placement.
Yeah.
Like a 2-hour commercial of old stuff.
Like the first trailer didn't do that. The second trailer explained the movie, but not well.
Not well. The first trailer didn't explain the movie.
Yeah.
The second one didn't try to, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And now it's a bunch of clips of commercials of old products.
Yeah. The first one was kind of cool because you were like,
oh,
there's the DeLorean. Oh, there's the Iron Giant. There's this. Okay, maybe there's Chun-Li. That was enough. Now it's like calm the fuck down.
Well, it's being tracked to open over the 3-day weekend because it's coming out on a holiday, right?
Yeah.
So the 3-day weekend toll, $35 million.
That's bad.
For the virtual reality-centric film. Oddly, the film is opening on a Thursday, something considered unorthodox in blockbuster filmmaking.
Yeah, because it was originally the 30th.
3 days, right?
Yeah.
This was established to gain more money over the Easter weekend. Over the 4-day total, the film is expected to reel in around $50 million on 4 days.
Yeah.
Though that may sound respectable for the $100 million film, the marketing brings the overall budget up to $200 million.
I was just looking that up when you were talking about it.
At least 400 international earn a profit. Compared to other films of this nature, Ready Player One is on par with Pacific Rim. With its mid-30 million 3-day result, the film ended with just over 101 million domestically.
Yeah.
Which is what Spielberg's film will probably end up doing if tracking sticks at this point. So it will, if it makes 100 million and it costs 200 million, it did not make money.
I'm on the
unless it makes a bunch overseas.
Well, according to it won't make shit overseas. According to Pacific Rim made money overseas because like giant monsters. Yeah. You don't really need a translation for that.
Mm-hmm.
The studio, as well as Steven Spielberg, thought the movie would make at least 50 million, so they were kind of happy with that, but they can't be happy with 35. According to Forbes, like, reviews are going to make or break this movie, right? Mm-hmm. So this has to review well to at least do anything.
Make that 35.
Which, like, yeah, like I said, that's, I think, why the reason this movie is going to do badly.
There's no other books, is there? It's just a one book and one done?
Yeah, it's basically one and done, yeah.
So they could milk this for at least 3 films?
If they wanted to, yes, but it doesn't seem like they're doing it there. Then we have the Infinity War cover posters released. So we have Scarlet Witch and Pond on one, Thor and Groot and Rocket on another. They're really cool looking covers. Strange on one. He doesn't get a friend. Hulk on another one. And then everyone else on the rest of them. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a lot of wasted money. Printing out all these magazine covers. You know what's funny though? If we were at a con, we would go out of our way to collect these, and then a year later be like, why the fuck did we get all of these? But yeah, just more promotioning budget for a movie that needs no promotional budget. They could have been like, here's the movie, and everyone would be fine. Mm-hmm. What we got? Read that. Okay, real quick, because this was cool. Did you see these sneakers? So Marvel's been teaming up with sneaker companies to make cool sneakers. So now we got a Deadpool, a Captain America, Baby Groot, and Black Panther? Yeah, Panther. As well as they also have Spider-Man and I think a couple more. But these are cool looking, and they're like $50 American for some, and then some are $60. And they fit both men's and women, and they have other apparel too, but I just was like, these shoes look fucking awesome, and that gauntlet's pretty cool too. But yeah, so they've been teaming up to make high top sneakers.
Cool.
Yeah. And they're not like your crazy, like some of these variant sneakers you can see go for like $300-$400. Mm-hmm. These are just like everyday shoes. So if you wore these, you wouldn't be like, damn, I don't want to wear these out. Because that was I like these shoes, but I never wanted to buy them because I never would wear them. Mm-hmm. And then I just have a $400 pair of shoes that do nothing. And then I have John Williams is going to stop doing Star Wars after episode 9. He basically was like, you know what? 9's a good bookend. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can respect that. He's a major reason why Star Wars sounds cool in all 8 movies so far. Be interested to see what they do afterwards with whoever. But he's one of your big composers. Like, when you hear John Williams, you're like, I know his shit. And then also, it was funny, I didn't cover this, but like they're going to stop doing the Wilhelm scream.
I saw that
in Star Wars. And I thought
they introduced a new sound, but they're not ready to confirm or say what the new sound is.
And like everyone knows the Wilhelm scream. It's in everything. I heard it the other day while watching Voltron. Like it's in fucking everything. So a franchise to stop using it, I'm like, thank you. We don't need it and stuff. I think they should just retire the whole fucking thing together. Yeah. I just thought that was funny. You got movie stuff? Because that's all I have for movie stuff.
They announced an idea or release date for the Men in Black spinoff is supposed to start shooting in the summer. Good luck with that.
What? You can't just announce a start date with like.
The last thing I heard was Hemsworth was maybe going to be in it. Remember? Yeah, I think we reported on that.
This is my Shazam thing. Where they're like, we're going to start shooting in September. And I'm like, no one's in this movie.
But hey, they started shooting right on time with that Shazam.
What's the one movie I have left? Gambit. I lost the other two. What was it? Shazam and... Fuck, I can't remember the other movie.
There was another one.
Yeah, that was three of them.
X-Men? Was it something with the X-Men?
It might have been. Fuck, I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was. But
just
it was
proving
Shazam
me wrong.
And Gambit, and Shazam went to its filming. We just talked about it.
Gambit's never seen the light of day, so I'm okay with that.
They cast... What is her name? That's in the top of the article, I think.
Oh, I had this article. What's her face?
Mackenzie Davis.
I say what's her face like I know who it is.
They cast Mackenzie Davis as the face of the franchise for Tim Miller's Terminator reboot sequel. Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger are confirmed to reprise their respective roles in the franchise, with filming expected to start this summer. So a lot of people are like, well, is she going to be a young thing? And I'm like, but, like, does that work when they're in it too? Like, how does that work?
I don't know, but she theoretically could be. I have no fucking clue.
But then, like, so I'm going to see Linda Hamilton sitting on a couch. What, is the whole movie going to be like, I'm going to tell you the story that happened after
about how I became the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah. And then, like, so we just see the old one sitting there, and then she's going to play the young one. Like, I don't want it to be like a flashback. Like, I don't want the movie to be a story told to
I don't either.
So it's just, I don't know how it's going to work. But hey, they got a new cast member besides the other old two, so.
Yeah. If you would like to know what our version of the Terminator movie would be, you can go watch episode 23, where we discuss what we think our version of the newest Terminator series should be.
You ever,
hang on, I'm chilling.
watch episode 23. I don't know. Did you watch Goosebumps, the movie?
No, it's on my list. I like the Goosebumps books, and I like Jack Black.
I watched it near the end of the year.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it. It was fun. Christina's, and it was a good movie. And like they've announced that the sequel's gonna be filming soon and be out by.
Yeah, they added a bunch of people to it. I saw this, but we never.
It's called Slap, also known as Slappy Halloween.
Oh, the dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a big part of the first one.
Yeah.
And that's what the title will be known as.
Oh, okay,
Slappy
cool.
Halloween.
I like that.
And but it doesn't mention. It's still unknown if Jack Black will return.
Yeah.
Because like he plays a character. He plays R.L. Stein.
Yeah.
It's a one-off thing where he's playing the character who writes the books. So, but he's part of the reason why I watched it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a bunch of kids running around chasing these monsters wasn't like.
Yeah.
I watched this.
Exactly.
I wanted to watch it because
it's I'll add that to my list of movies.
He does return, and then so I think I was watching that or I read something. And I started thinking about Jumanji. Somehow I jumped on the Jumanji. So I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It's pretty good. Liked it. A lot of laughs.
Well, see, here's my thing. Before you get into your thing, we're going. I didn't think it was as funny as it should have been. Like it wasn't like ha ha ha, like laugh out loud, funny.
Yeah, it wasn't drop.
That's what I like. All the hype and shit behind it seemed like it was going to be drop dead funny.
Yeah, the hype made it seem a lot.
I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong; it's a good film. I thought it'd be funnier, but
there were only a few funny moments.
Yeah,
a lot of them came from Kevin Hart. He's hilarious.
He is.
I wasn't like totally. A lot of people were like, Jack Black's hilarious. I wasn't like he wasn't overly funny.
He does well.
He does well, and it's funny that it's spoilers. It's a woman playing,
Yeah.
whatever. But so like that was funny, but it wasn't as funny.
Yeah.
Right? But anyways, I was thinking like, now that this movie made fucking bang.
Yeah, it made so much money that they're contemplating putting it up against episode 9.
Yeah, whatever. I don't. But that's not even like it made bank. So now they're gonna milk it. And my idea was, how do you do this again? New kids enter the same game. That way, and they select the same characters so that The Rock and Jack Black. And
Yeah,
Mark
it's
can be in it. You can't. It doesn't work.
no, it doesn't. They kind of wrote themselves into a corner.
I mean, they're gonna do it because it made so much money.
Well,
but
wasn't the rumor that it's supposed to be like an origin, the next one, if they do it? I think that was the rumor. It's going to be like the origin of the game. So, like, you would see...
Then how did these characters get in there again?
There wouldn't be characters. It wouldn't be a game. It would be the actual person that they're playing. So The Rock...
It would just be... The Rock, instead of the kid playing the Rock,
it would be
the Doctor.
The Rock would just be playing the Doctor. Yeah.
That's,
I don't know how that would work for comedy purposes,
yeah,
but
and it's just again, like, granted, the Rock isn't playing a 12-year-old playing the Doctor playing the Rock. Rock, they're not. These people don't have amazing levels, like
yeah.
So they're just playing the characters
Yeah.
one time. And then there's referencing to the kids that,
Yeah,
that they are.
this one would just be them playing the characters and why Jumanji is the way it is, I think.
But it's a game, so it's not real. So, like, why is it the way it is? Like,
Well, Jumanji's real. It's an alternate universe.
but
Because that's where they get transported to.
I guess, but these characters were game characters.
Well, they're only game characters because that's how Jumanji sets it up. Jumanji's an actual place. These are actual people in Jumanji.
But, like, it just gets confusing where it's not going to... Like,
Yeah, because the second one... Because the first one sets it up. Like, he gets transported. He's stuck in Jumanji.
Yeah, he's in Jumanji.
Yeah. These ones took the avatars of people. I think they still technically can get stuck in Jumanji as just themselves. Because that's what happened to...
But then, like, that's what happened to Robin.
Yeah.
But...
Because Robin interacts with these people. Based on...
Very loose.
Well, like, not in the movie, but within the lore of what they're trying to establish, yes. He was stuck in there, and, like, he interacts with the hunter and all those people.
Does he? Like, they say that the thing was built by him. That's all it is that hut was built
Well, because
by him.
that...
Is there any reference to
The original hunter from Jumanji is the same character that is the crazy guy in this movie.
What crazy guy?
The guy who's trying to get the lion head stone
The guy
things.
with the weird eyes?
Yeah, that's
He was the hunter.
that's the same hunter. Yes, it's just
Character-wise.
character-wise. Yes, I didn't know this. I read it afterwards.
Yeah, like
It's just-
not knowing that.
Yeah, it's a
that's
different
the same
take
guy.
on the
That's
hunter.
The same hunter that comes out.
Yes.
And chases them in the first movie.
Yes,
Who looks like the guy's dad in that movie, and then like
Yes.
drastically is completely different.
yeah.
in this
They just redid his character in this movie, but he's the same hunter.
It's. I just thought about it and was like, this is not going to.
It doesn't. I wholeheartedly agree with you. It
Because,
doesn't
like,
work.
The way that it's set up. Okay, let's say Jumanji 95 is like our world, real world. Go with me on this.
Yep.
Our world, and then the kid gets sucked into Jumanji.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2017.
Mm-hmm.
We got our world. Now they're playing a game based on that world.
Yeah.
Right? Like a video game based on where Robin went. Like, so now you've like taken it out of our world and alternate reality, and you made it our world referencing a game that was made as an alternate reality. Because they just get to the, like, I don't even take it.
My brain just went like this.
I don't take it that they go to Jumanji. I take it that they go into the game, like the actual game this time.
No, it looks that way, but no, they actually go into Jumanji. They're just,
Alternate world.
yeah, they're just, instead of being sucked in as themselves, they are sucked into these avatars who have to do this specific task in Jumanji.
Yes.
Yeah,
To play the game.
yeah,
Have fun. Good luck.
yeah. You wrote yourself in a corner. Have fun.
Yeah, it's not. Because I was just like, how do you get these characters back? You can
Yeah.
do another Jumanji, but not with The Rock, not with Kevin Hart. Because like, how do you get? Because then all you do is cast a bunch of movies.
But this movie was only successful because of the 4 leads in the movie. Yeah.
So like, what do you? Or do you just cast a bunch of new 12-year-olds and have them play the same character, like select the characters, go back in the game?
Yeah, it would be rehashing the same
is it
sequel.
The same fucking kids again, who get sucked back in the same.
No, it's never the same kids. It'll be someone different.
They make it soon enough, they can make the same kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they're not going to use the same kids from 30.
But like the whole point was them to learn acceptance, blah blah blah, heart of the cards bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why the characters. That's why they played the specific characters that they were.
Yeah.
So to have them go in and do it again,
they got to go in and do something.
Yeah, obviously there's some bullshit you could do, but it undercuts the main tone of the first film. It does to me. It's why I don't like Ted 2.
Yeah.
Ted 2 undercuts the first film.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they built and established, Ted 2 was like, chuck it out the fucking window. We want to make a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
You can make good sequels.
They just didn't.
They just didn't.
And I don't think Jumanji will. I don't think they're setting out to like not make a good sequel.
Yeah.
I just don't see how they can make a good sequel.
No, yeah, because they treated this one with the utmost respect. Like they didn't shit all over the first one, which is a lot of people's fear of this movie.
It's not that they're like, oh, like a little bit of it is a cash grab. They want to just make.
Oh yeah.
So I get it. They want to just make money, make the sequel, keep making bank. But how? How do you do this?
I don't know.
I've actually thought about it earlier this week, and it's popped in there a few times. I don't know fucking why, but I've been like, why and how can you make this sequel work?
It's our Terminator fucking conundrum all over again, trying to make the fucking movie work. I just fucking remembered a story that I wanted to do, and I'll get to it in a minute because we're talking about this, but I just remembered. Little side tangent. Some jackass, I forgot to mention earlier, wrote an opinion piece on CNN about games and blah, 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 and like the shootings and shit. And Jim Sterling ripped him apart. And I just thought of this while we're talking about Jumanji. People who don't know video games think fucking Jumanji is how video games are. Like, they think it's 1-to-1. So, like...
Like you become that character.
Yeah, that's how they think 1-to-1 VR shit works. Like you're automatically they think it's a Star Wars fucking holodeck. Like it's there.
Like I just get sucked into the game.
Yeah, that's how they think this shit works. Because that's the only way this shit works,
that's
right?
The only way they think that this is the gun behind.
Yeah,
that's sucked into this fucking game.
That's how you learn to shoot and do whatever and fucking dodge bullets and shit. That's what they think it is. Mm-hmm. As soon as you mention that in Jumanji, I'm like, that's what these idiot thinks video games are. That's how they're learning how to shoot. They think they turn into The Rock. He's gonna fight a giant fucking Whoopman. Yeah.
Good movie, funny movie. I'll definitely watch it again.
Are you
like? How do you make this
work?
How do you make a sequel out of this?
Are you excited for Rampage?
No.
But not as a Rampage movie, but like as a Rock movie. Like, not excited. Okay, I wouldn't say excited, like super pumped, but like wanting to see it at some point. No, you don't want to see it at any point?
I may watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, I want to see it. Like, not like, oh my god, I want to like rush to the theater to see it, like Marvel movies and shit.
Yeah,
but like
this other one, this Skyscraper.
That looks good.
Yeah,
it's Die Hard with a skyscraper, a different one.
Slow down, because part of the reason why I'm not interested is because I'll just see the next one that comes out next month.
Yeah, I still haven't seen San Andreas. Nor will I go back. I won't watch it just because I don't care.
But or I watched it kind of close to when it came out. But he needs to
take a break,
slow down a bit.
He's kind of like Margot Robbie, who is like in everything. Yeah, he's in every.
He's in too many fucking movies in a year. Like you look at his like.
It's like Ryan Reynolds in the late early 90s. He's like Will Smith, who was in fucking everything, and it just fucking sky bombed like afterwards. Like,
so he needs to like slow down and start picking like.
Yeah.
I want to do 2 films.
You can't just like he's trying to make a franchise out of everything, and it's just like, dude, slow the fuck down. Yeah. Like he's got this, he's got another movie coming out, he's working on that spinoff.
Not this year, but very close to the year. You had Jumanji.
Yeah.
In December.
Yep.
Then you have Rampage.
Yep.
Then you have Skyfall or Skyscraper. Right?
Yeah.
So you got those 3 films all in the first part of the year.
Yeah.
There's I think he has another one.
I searched rock movie and it came up the film.
You had 2017.
Yeah.
You had Jumanji, Baywatch, Fast and Furious.
He took
Gone Fishing.
he took the
Who's that?
he took the Razzie for that, eh?
He took. He has Lifeline, which is a TV show, and his Baller show
Yeah.
that he has. 18. You got Skyscraper, Rampage, and Fighting with My Family.
Yeah.
Which is
Yep.
Fighting with My Family is that wrestling one. I do want to watch that.
Is that he's the producer in that one, or is he star in that one? Is that the one with Paige and stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, so 20 upcoming rock movies. This is dated at this point. This is from way long ago, but like he's still connected to Doc Savage. Journey to the Center of the Earth 3.
Rampage.
San Andreas 2. Some buddy cop movie he's supposed to be doing. Big Trouble in Little China. Please tell me this is not a movie. Some movie that's currently described as Die Hard in China. Like
Then you got
Alpha 7 Squad. Jungle Cruise. The Johnson Detective. Son of Shaolin.
Are those real?
Some of these are, these are real, all in production or various states of the production. G.I. Joe 3, and then rumors are The Fast and the Thing, The Rundown 2, and Wolfman. So, like, this motherfucker needs to take a break.
Yeah, and so he has like 3 or 4 films a year.
Yeah.
It looks like. And it's just like, it gets too much, right?
Yeah.
So, he needs to slow down, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just the idea of like, not everything can be a fucking franchise too. Like it hits
Yeah.
so well. Like Jumanji probably was a one-off. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I don't
if
think
that
they
DC
expected it
made,
to
like,
do
a
this
$2
well.
million, like,
It was a one-off comedy.
It was a one-off comedy. Hey, we made a Jumanji film. Move on. But now again, made that money. Boom, we're gonna milk it for 2 more films.
Yeah.
So now he has like 2 more films of that coming out. He does his fucking spin-off for all the Fast and he has 17 more Fast and Furious movies. He has his spin-off ones that he's getting. He has
There's too many.
If Shazam and Black Adam ever go up, you know, like he has his Black Adam movie, he has to be in a Shazam movie, he'll have like whatever, you know, like it's just like holy fuck.
I will bet you he shows up in Shazam as Black Adam. He says he's not, or they said he's not. I cannot see him not doing it.
I think there may be something.
They have to. It would be really fucking dumb to just do a Black Adam movie and not tie it into the DCEU with Shazam. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way.
No, I don't think his private Black Adam movie is going to be like a one-off.
It was supposed to be originally, but DC never knows what the fuck they're doing anyway. So, that story that I wanted to talk about because it was funny because I mentioned it today because I was like, hey, I've never thought we'd talk about this on the podcast. Winnie the Pooh.
Saw the trailer.
The teaser dropped. I enjoyed it. It was cute. It's not one of those movies I'll rush out to see, but I'd like to watch it at some point. Looks better than the Mary Poppins one.
I didn't have a problem with either trailer.
I don't want a Mary Poppins movie. The original one's just a classic, and this one just seems to like, I don't know. I'm not going to go on a tangent about Mary Poppins because that's just fucking weird. But yeah, Winnie the Pooh was cool. Starts off with the dad who's supposed to hang out with his kids, you know, and then doesn't because he's a bitch at work, so he has to go into work. And then he's slowly losing his mind on a park bench, and Winnie the Pooh shows up, and you're like, wait, what? Winnie the Pooh's in the real world, and he's talking to an older Christopher Robin, and I'm like, this sounds like a cool idea. This guy's losing his shit, and he's talking to Winnie the Pooh, and it's cute, and he's like, Christopher Robin, and I don't know why my Winnie the Pooh's British, but Ewan McGregor is, so I guess that's okay. And then he's like, I think I've cracked or something, and then Pooh's like, not cracked, but I see wrinkles, and then he touches his face, and you're like, and Pooh looks really good.
Yep. Pooh does look good.
I'm a fucking adult and I'm laughing at a Pooh joke. But yeah, Pooh looks good, and yeah, I don't know what the movie is going to be. It seems like it's going to be your like, hey, spend time with your kids, don't focus on work type of story.
Like Hook.
Yeah, that's like fucking Hook. What it was. I said it the other day, and I'm like, remember this for the podcast. It looks like Winnie the Pooh, but Hook.
Yeah.
And Hook is fucking awesome. If you have not watched 95?
Something.
95's Hook with fucking Robin Williams, you are missing out. That movie is fucking fantastic. Just go watch it. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. But yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it looks like Hook. It looks like he's going to learn to spend time with his kids, get his inner child back or whatever, and not focus. But yeah, cool story. I hope everyone's in it type of thing. You see Piglet and Owl.
I think they go to, what is it, 100 Acre Woods?
Yeah, the 100 Acre Woods. And yeah,
characters and stuff.
That movie, when it first came out, it was being compared to Paddington. Like, just came out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck Paddington. Fuck Paddington, that stupid bear.
I've never watched it.
No one gives a fuck about Paddington. Winnie the Pooh's where it's at.
Yeah.
So,
fuck Paddington. I want Pooh.
Yeah, exactly. The Disney live-action ones have been fucking killing it. They've been critically and financially very well for Disney. That's why they keep doing them. They delayed Mulan to give it more time to develop, which good for that. You don't see studios fucking doing that often. Normally, they're like, hey, throw this shit against the wall and see what sticks. You got Pooh. But yeah, I'm happy for it. I hope it does well. I hope they don't turn it into a fucking crazy ass franchise. But
it needs to be a one and done.
Yeah. Yeah, more often than not, just do one and done. There's no problem with just being one fucking movie.
Yeah.
Not everything needs a goddamn cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't need a
Look at you, Dark Universe. How's that going for you? No answer. Okay. Side tangent. The Joker origin movie, starring that guy, Joaquin Phoenix, possibly. Looks like it's going to be the reason Scorsese is involved, because it looks like it's going to kind of be like the King of Comedy, where Robert De Niro plays the struggling comedian who kidnaps a late night talk show host because he desperately wants to be on it. And the Killing Joke, obviously, he's like a failed comedian. Yeah. It's one of his origin stories. So it looks like it could be set to that could be the story of that. I'm like, okay.
I like the idea of just quick thing before we wrap it up. I like the idea of these one-offs.
Yeah.
But much like, I look at it this way: you got your Star Wars.
Yeah.
Then you have your one-offs.
Yeah.
It's very important though that the one-offs so far.
One-offs.
One-off, which is Rogue.
Yeah.
But Rogue's not getting a sequel. Now I know it ends. I know it.
Rogue. Yeah.
No, I don't give a fuck about that.
No, I just meant because they kill everyone.
No,
Spoilers.
that too, and it goes right, literally seconds. But that's not what I'm talking about. It's
right into episode 7.
Those are the way one-offs have to be.
Yeah.
One-offs have to be one-offs. So you want to do this? Fine. Watch a crazy Joker film set in the 80s. But you can't make a sequel out of it. Same if you do a one-off of some other thing and a one-off of some. I like the idea of these one-offs, but the one-offs have to remain.
Hollywood doesn't know what the word one-off means for the most part.
Yeah. But they have to remain one-offs in order for that one-off universe to work.
I don't really want this movie because I don't want another goddamn Joker. I don't want the one we have because I don't know how to feel about this Joker. Like, I like him, but at the same time, some of the shit he does and how he looks a little bit is just, it's fucking off-putting. And fucking douchebag is a dick. Like, his whole, like, method acting bullshit just, it turned me off to his character. And we didn't really see much of what he was going to do or supposed to do in this movie. What we got from Squad was completely ass-fucked. So, like, there's a whole other version of Jokers in that movie that I'd rather see than what we got. So it's like, but this is like, you're casting another person to play a movie in a one-off who's not directly tied to any of the other stuff. Like, this would be great for just a one-off if it was still, like, I'd rather have, if you're going to cast Joaquin Phoenix as Thing, do your one-off origin Joker story, but have him play the fucking Joker and whatever else you're doing. I don't want 8 versions of the goddamn Joker in movies.
I think you would just end at the 2.
Yeah, but like, I'm semantics here. Like, obviously there are not gonna be 8 Jokers, but I don't want 2 versions of the Joker because they want Joaquin Phoenix in it. If you're gonna sign him, fucking sign him to do the other movies as well.
But he doesn't want to do that.
I know, but I think it's stupid. Because then
like I'm okay with it, but as long as the one-offs remain one-offs.
Yeah, like this movie sounds interesting. Just don't have Batgirl in it. Fuck it, dude, on the rooftop because people are not okay with that. No. God, they ruined the Killing Joke. If you just watch the 45 minutes of the actual Killing Joke, that movie is good. If you watch the 25 minutes before where they felt Barbara needed to be a goddamn thirsty sex hound for Batman, then no, it's not a good movie. I don't know. It fucking Scorsese though in a comic book movie.
Yeah, but then but that's part of the appeal is like you won't get them to do like multiple films.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like they won't do 3 fucking Batman movies. You know what I'm saying? You won't get Joaquin. That's why he passed on. He was up for Strange. And he was up for something else in Marvel.
Yeah.
And he was even up for something in Batman. He passed on all of them, like in the DC universe. He passed on all of them because he doesn't want to do 7 films. He doesn't want to do 6 films. He doesn't want to do 3. He doesn't.
I'll do it.
So
fuck it. I'll sign for 7 movies. I don't give a shit.
They're like, so it works in a strange way. Like
at this point, I'm already directing. What am I directing? Last week I yelled at them I would direct something for them.
Some movie.
I'll star as Joker. Yeah, I'll act too. Whatever. I'll fucking what's his face there? I'll Rousseau this shit.
I'll Rousseau this shit.
I mean, I'll act better, but man, you gotta watch that movie. Disaster Artist. It's so good. Yeah, that was just my little thing on that. Get you adding this?
No, I'm not.
Okay, Jen, real quick, one comic book story this week. DC is launching their new imprint. It's going to be called DC Black Label, and it's basically edgier, provocative, standalone stories. Basically, what it means is
it's like that Joker movie.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Holy shit! I did a great segue.
That Joker movie, where it's just edgier, grittier, darker versions of the same characters.
Now I know what you're saying.
But drawn to look differently.
Yeah. Now I know what you're saying. DC, edgy and dark. Well, that worked great for their fucking movies. This will work okay. It always works in their comics. Yeah. Their edgier comics are awesome. Your Killing Jokes, your Watchmen's, your Kingdom Comes, I guess, your Identity Crisis, shit like that. They're all standalone. It's outside of the current continuity, so it could just be basically one story, you're done, you're in or out, and then move on to the next one. So, as long as they don't do that fucking thing, which they always fucking do, they do a one-off, and then all of a sudden it's a goddamn universe, and then that Batman shows up.
I don't think they'll make those mistakes again.
Do not do that. This is why Red Sun is a universe and he occasionally shows up. This is why Batman occasionally just has 87 versions of Batman fighting with him. We don't need another convergence. Stay the fuck away from each other. Just have these stories be individual stories and done.
Much like the movies, they have to be one and done.
Yeah. You cannot have these characters go into it and do it. You just can't. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading. Each series will have a unique format and release schedule to best serve the story and the creative vision. The new imprint will be brought to life with a stylized new logo invoking the sense of sophistication fans can accept from the new series. This motherfucker's over here like, look, I can tap shit. The following books round out the first wave of Black Label titles. Superman Year 1 from Frank Miller. Why the fuck are they letting this guy write shit? He's lost his mind. Well, I'm skipping this book. Because, 1, Frank Miller has lost his shit. And 2, John Romita Jr. can't draw for shit. Yeah. So, a groundbreaking definitive treatment of Superman's classic origin style in honor of the 80th anniversary. The story details new revelations that reframe the Man of Steel's most famous milestones, from Kal-El's frantic exile from Krypton, the Clark Kent story, his inevitable rise to power to Superman. And then The Last Night on Earth, Snyder and Greg Capullo, the creative team behind Dark Knight Metals, which is fucking awesome. Batman wakes up in the desert. He doesn't know what year it is or how. The Joker's head is still alive in a jar beside him, but it is the beginning of a unique quest unlike anything the Dark Knight has taken before. In this strange future, villains are triumphant, and society has liberated itself from the burdens of ethical codes. Fighting the survival in the search of answers, Bruce Wayne uncovers the truth about his role in the new world and begins the last Batman story ever told. I actually remember hearing about this, and I was excited for that. Then we also have, I'm not going to read every one of these. If you want to know what they are, just go Batman Damned, Wonder Woman Historia, The Amazons, Wonder Woman Diana's Daughter, and the other story of the DC Universe. And this is just a different take on Jon Stewart, an External, Vixen, Supergirl, Katana, and Ray Montoya, among others. So this is your, hey, here's some other characters that we have book. So cool. Look forward to those whenever they get released, because I don't know what they mean by creative schedule. It just means these guys are so busy working, you'll get these books whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
Basically, these are not adhered to your monthly, bi-weekly schedule is basically what they mean. I would, yeah. Are they going to be, like, so if this is Superman year one, is it year one, like issue 1 of like 3, or is this just like one and done?
I think it will be. I think they're going to be. What are they? Trades.
Okay. So like it's just okay.
They're
Okay. I'd rather have graphic novels than yeah. So
one and done.
Okay.
Each book is one and done.
All right, I like that better than thing. So like what, 80 issues or 80 pages or something like that. Yeah. All right, I'm cool with that. Guess what? We're all out of news.
Yep.
That's it. Guess what we did this week? We turned on everything.
Hopefully.
We'll find out when I go to record it. Hopefully it worked. I would like to. I meant to do this at the goddamn beginning of the podcast, and I reminded myself earlier today to do this. I would like to thank everyone who continues to watch our podcast. We have actually seen our numbers, well, not fucking jump through the roof. They have grown. Also, our watch times have grown, so you idiots are watching this longer. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you people. I call them idiots. No one gets this far. So, like...
Yeah, they only watched 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we already lost them. We lost them 45 minutes ago.
Lost them at the beginning of my rant.
We lost them an hour and 10 minutes ago.
But yes, I would like to thank everyone who continues to watch this, support this, share the links, like the videos, apparently comment, but I can't see because the fucking YouTube analytics app says it'll be available later, even though it never is. And then when I try to check the videos where the comment is, I have no idea where they are. So whoever commented, thanks. I hope it was positive. Yeah, a couple videos have a comment. So hopefully they're positive and not spam. I'm going to pretend they're positive. Shut up, I'm going to say they're positive and they're not spam.
Okay. I'm just, okay.
And also, people who keep watching the live stream videos, I'm fucking amazed at that because I do it Saturday, and by Monday morning, it has 10 views. So thank you for that. I will continue to live stream every Saturday night, either at 7 or 8, depending on when I go live. But thank you. This has been the Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We will see you next week. Goodbye.